Patience overcomes pride. What is patience? Patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. Patience is the ability to put up with people you'd like to put down. Situations that test our patience. Waiting for a traffic light, waiting for the doctor in the hospital, waiting in the grocery store, waiting for a good job, waiting on the Lord to answer our prayers. In this world of microwave meals, smartphones, digital transactions, waiting time has zeroed, and so we have become more impatient. Patience relates to how you finish your race. Patience means not being impulsive, waiting to do your best, respecting others, not getting overconfident, waiting for the right time, believing yourself and never giving up. Patience is working hard towards your goal and learning from your mistakes. Why is pride a failure? Pride always comes before a fall. It shows no humility in your character. Pride brings overconfidence saying, I am right. Pride can bring defeat because you underestimated your opponent. Pride does not respect other people's opinions and therefore there is lack of humbleness. Why humble beginnings are better than pride? We say, how can I start with a small job? How can I be a waiter in a restaurant? How can I be a plumber or painter? Yet those who started with small beginnings ended up in riches. Ambani's father started trading in spices in the year 1950. He believed in taking lesser profits than his competitors, and so he patiently waited to see his profits soar. Why people with humble beginnings end up successful? If you look at Microsoft, Facebook, Google owners, they started their business in a garage. That shows they started with humble beginnings. Patience is the key to success, and pride is the hindrance to achievements. We are living in an instant world or microwave generation, waiting impatiently for miracles to happen. Surely God waits for His perfect timing, so we too must wait and trust in God. God is not in a hurry, He is always on time. He created the universe and all living things on earth in 6 days. On the seventh day, He took rest. He did not create all things in one day. Very often Jesus has said in the Bible, my time has not yet come. There is a time for everything. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 it says it all. A time to sow and a time to reap. How far has our impatience reached? We get impatient waiting in queues, in traffic jams. While entering a restaurant, you wait to be seated, then wait to be placing an order. Later on you wait for the food to arrive, and finally you wait to pay the bill. The person serving you is called a waiter or a waitress. They assist you in waiting, and you know what? We hate to wait. Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb, is one good example. Edison did not look for problems in need of solutions. He looked for solutions in need of modification. He tried and tried till he succeeded, though he failed many times. He found ways in making his product better and cheaper. When he died, 15 billion US dollars of the US national economy was derived from his inventions alone. This shows that patience pays. Biblical scriptures to prove patience pays and how impatience is a loser. It took God 80 years to prepare Moses for leadership. King Saul's impatience brought severe famine to his family and his generation because he did not wait on God. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 says, love is patient, love is kind. This scripture starts with love is patient and follows with love is kind. Therefore try to be patient in everything as you show your kindness. What is patience? As Joyce Meyer says, patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. The story of the hare and the tortoise. The hare was overconfident, but the tortoise was patient and walked slowly and steadily, reaching first in the race. How scriptures proved patience brings success. Joseph in the Bible was in slavery and prison for 13 years. His patience was rewarded when he became Pharaoh's second in command and was reunited with his brothers. David waited 15 years before he officially became king. Patience means resignation. We must resign ourselves to the will of God, surrender ourselves to the will of God. Job's patience pays off. In chapter 1 of Job, Job went through a lot of sufferings and losses. But because Job patiently waited and trusted in God in everything, we see in chapter 42 that God restored Job of all his possessions, much more than what he had lost. And finally, Romans 12:12 tells us, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. Patience pays off when you wait patiently for God to work in your life.